Hello and welcome to our presentation for TS309 for our marketing plan. Our establishment is Northman Eco Lodge, Green Hill, Tana Island in Vanuatu. Listed below are the group members and myself, Jimmy Nale. I will be doing this presentation by myself. This is because my group members were unavailable, probably because for the reason for disruption in terms of internet connections and other commitments, I guess. So, firstly, I'll start with the products for our establishment, which is Northman Eco Lodge in Vanuatu. So, accommodation is one of, if not the main product that we offer to our guests at Northman Eco Lodge. So, our idea is to make sure that our accommodation reflect the cultural style of living within the community of Green Hill on the island of Tana. So we have come up with the idea of designing comfortable cabin-like houses made from local eco-friendly materials. So we have decided to get oak timber from the island of Anaichum, which is the most southern island in Vanuatu, and also we get limestone and other materials for our houses from the island of Tana, for example, White Sands area on the east of the island of Tana. So, as you can see in the pictures, the couple of pictures on the right are showing one of the traditional houses that we have decided to incorporate into our establishment. This is a traditional building style that most, if not most people on the island of Tana are using as a traditional house for cyclones. This house is used for cyclones whenever there's a strong wind over the island, people used to hide in these houses. So we are trying to use this type of style and make bits of customizations that will be able to fit and attractive for our guests and for potential guests to the establishment of Northman Eco Lodge. Our guest facilities, it is also another important product for our guests within our establishment. So we have decided to make sure that a restaurant is available within our business. It is very important that we have a restaurant for our guests to dine and have something to eat. We also decided to have a small bar. This is a latest decision to have a small bar just because some of our guests will expect to have a bit of a drink to relieve some stress, So for our restaurant, we're going to have an extended patio for dining. This is going to have a magnificent view to the northern mountains for our guests to enjoy themselves while dining. So our food and beverage will be locally sourced from the local farmers, organic farmers within the area of Green Hill, and for our products that are not locally sourced, like drinks, beers, and alcoholic beverages, we will be sourcing that from our local distributors in Port Vila, the capital city. For our utilities that we'll be using In our establishment, mostly our electricity source will be solar energy. We have decided also to install windmills. That should be a potential source of energy in the future for our business, just because we are trying to use renewable energy source for our business and in a way cut costs uh, as much as possible. Uh, we have plans to install water collection centers. This will include dozens of 6,000 liter tanks that will be installed to collect fresh water from our small water source that we have identified, and we are trying to make sure that our tanks are there, and each tanks have different reasons for distribution of water. So we have these water tanks to supply water for culinary purposes and also sanitizing purposes. And our solar energy will be used to power lightings within the small uh, comfortable cabins, or yes, our traditional houses, and also hot waters in our bathrooms and toilets. For our activities, we have designed a very important special activities for our guests. So at Northman Lodge, we're trying to make sure that we have one competitive edge that our competitors don't have. So we have designed a learning package, a learning activities for our guests through local tours. So this is where our guests have the ability. They have the chance to learn about the local custom, the local ways of living. Custom is a term that is used by the Nivans to describe the local traditional values, ways that people live in the local communities. So we have designed this special learning tour, which is called Custom Survey, to educate our uh, visitors, to educate our guests of the local way. So guests get tours to the local villages and see how locals do gardening, see how locals build houses, see the different dances that the locals make, different ceremonies that uh, the locals are making within the area of Green Hill. We also have tours to the volcano, which is a few miles away. We also have tours to the Blue Cave, which is one of the famous attractions uh, in the island of Tana, and also historical sites like the Chonfu movement site, an area which is well known uh, in Vanuatu. For our future products, we our future product will depend on our guest demand. So we are trying to make sure that we have to expect changes in our product, because there are often changes happening in the ecotourism world. There are ecotourism trends happening, so we have to make sure that we adapt to these trends and adjust our products that will make it appealing to our potential guests and customers in the future. So yes, our products, we expect changes, and these changes are basically what our guests, future guests, potential guests demands. Next to our target market, this table is showing the proportion of visitors to other provinces by country of usual residence. As you can see, the highlighted part is for Tafea province, which the province that Tana Island is located. So as you can see, the highest number of uh, the highest proportion of visitors to Tafea province is basically from China. So most of the Chinese people are coming to Tafea province. The reasons are not specifically detailed, but um, we understand that probably 65% of these people are coming to Tafea province for holiday purposes. So this is a good chance for us to attract um, um, these Chinese people, potential Chinese guests to our business. There is also a guest coming from Japan, Europe, followed by North America and New Caledonia. Um, these are different travelers from some generating countries and regions around the world. So this table will help us to understand where our guests are coming from, where our potential guests are going to come from. So we have to design our products, design our advertisements and promotions in a way that is appealing to their taste, their expectations. The next table is the average length of stay nights for visitors traveling to outer islands by provinces. This table is showing the trend from early last year, 2019, to early this year, 2020. So as you can see, there's a 6.4 average of stay uh, on February 2019 for the Apia province. So uh, there's changes along the way, but for early 2020 February, we can see that the trend has decreases. People are staying less, 3.4 nights for the Apia province on February 2020. So this may be uh, because of the reason of the global pandemics, border restrictions, etc. The next, this pie chart is showing the percentage of share of visitors by purpose of visit. So as you can see, 71% of the visitors' purpose is for holiday. So yeah, this is common. And 11% are for education, sport, and other purposes. The 8% is for business, meetings, and conferences. 7% visiting friends and relatives, and 2% for stopover. So we are focusing on the 71%, which is holiday makers, people that are coming for holiday. So our advertisements, our products, promotions are specifically to attract this group of people. However, we are trying to make sure that the other groups also receive our advertisement in different ways and different styles that are appealing to them. See, people that are coming in for education and sport are also potential customers for our business. So we have to create advertisements that can be appealing to them in some ways that some designs or ways that are not the same as the ones we design for holiday makers. This is the same as for people coming in for businesses and meetings and visiting friends and relatives. We have to design uh, our products and promotions to attract all these people, but in different ways. In channels, the first table is showing us Northman ecology, and the second group of boxes are our advertisements, our intermediaries, our wholesalers. So we we have Vanuatu Tourism Office, we have travel agents, wholesalers, we have domestic advertisements, and we also have our official website. So the Vanuatu Tourism Office, travel agents, domestic advertisements, and our official website are part of our advertising, are part of our promotions to our guests, to get our guests. So they have helped us to make sure that we reach the potential guests within the potential generating region. However, for potential guests to get in touch with us, to become a guest, to enjoy our products and services, they have to book through travel agents or wholesalers or even our website. We have designed a website that has a function of making reservations, making bookings, and making payments also for our products and services. So these are the two possible ways of being our guests and being our customers in the future. Here is the picture showing the official website of our establishment, Northman Eco Lodge. It is currently under construction. We are making changes. We are adding more pictures, but we have used WordPress.com to create this website to advertise, to promote, and to make sure that we get guests to our establishment. The link to the official website is stated above. This one is our challenges. Vanuatu is facing a lot of challenges currently. Also, the whole world is facing the COVID-19 pandemic crisis. So we have experiencing all the restrictions, no more tourists coming in, no more cruise ships. So that has stopped. Is a huge challenge for us at Northman Eco Lodge and even Vanuatu for this year and maybe next year. So this is a huge challenge for us. We also are vulnerable to natural disasters, cyclones, and volcanic eruptions. As you all know, Tana Island has the most active volcano probably in the region. So we are trying to make sure that our business operations are set up in a way that is able to make changes to adapt whenever we're experiencing a disaster. Another challenge is having a small startup capital. We have limited cash facilities to start off with. This is a challenge for us as our um, competitors have huge establishments or guest facilities to accommodate their guests. We also have low access to famous tourism sites. For example, the volcano, as I've explained earlier. We are quite far from the volcano and some of the famous attractions. Our domestic competitors have more edge in terms of attractions. So yeah, that's what I just said. Here's our references for this presentation, mostly from Vanuatu National Statistics Office for the statistics that we used in our presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. We hope you learned something from this presentation. Thank you.